I can't believe it. I didn't even make a coffee today. Still a little bit rough here. A little bit rough from the old sickness, the old November sickness. Not a huge fan of it. So I've had like green tea all day. It's good. Green tea and honey. It's really good. Still building this Batmobile. This thing is huge. Like, are you kidding me? It's massive. It's crazy. Just finishing up bag 9. So I'll be embarking on bag 10 right away here. Mrs. Bricksie was at the studio all day, and I phoned her and said, hey, you're about to pick up the kids. Do you want me to make a dinner or something like that? She's like, well, there's nothing to make. What do you mean there's nothing to make? There's no food to make. Okay. I'm just going to stop somewhere and get something. Sounds good to me. So she's going to be bringing the kids home along with a nice hot meal. I think she was talking burgers. So it's a mystery to me what kind of burger this is going to be. Pretty darn excited. I'm going to pitch the idea to her that maybe we could watch the Grinch animated movie, like the original one. And the kids, they love the Grinch. We've got Grinch decorations and all that, but they haven't seen the Grinch movie. That might be pretty awesome. Eat some burgers and fries and some dippy. That's what Benjamin calls ketchup while watching the Grinch. I'm loving it. Look at that. We got some Mickey D's. I couldn't tell you the last time we had some Mickey D's. It looks like a Big Mac combo. I think Jose went all in. Those feel like milkshakes to me. Holy cow. And then some kids' meals. You want more? Hopefully we got me some nice toys in there. Mario Karts. I just discovered something though. When you open up this, there's no DVD in there. Uh-oh. Do you guys want to watch the Grinch? Who's that? Yeah. You want to watch the Grinch? Yeah. Okay, I think it's on Amazon. We're going to go have a look. You guys ready for this? Yeah. You ready for the Grinch? Yeah. Yeah? You've been waiting, hey? Hello. Hello. Say hello, Grinch. Hello. Hello. Watch. Are they the Who's? This is going to be awesome. Luna. For he knew every Who down in Whoville was busy now, hanging a holly Who wreath. And they're hanging their stockings, these snarled with a sneer. This guy's a menace, man. Like, look at him go. Holy. Just no remorse. What do you think of Mr. Grinch? Yeah, he's taking the tree. So these children here, all they want is their yogurt in a tube that came with their kids' meal. They don't want the chicken nuggies. You like the toy though, hey? What's that? So Jose specifically went to McDonald's because she thought the Happy Meals were Grinch Happy Meals. They were supposed to change them over and they didn't. Because I was like, well, we could have just got like a little 6-piece nugget meal and they could have split that. But she thought they were going to get the Grinch Happy Meals to match the show. So it's the next day and I have like no voice, which is terrible because our business relies on this guy's voice. So I really don't know what to do here. Just got to proceed. It's not like I feel sick. It's just I have no voice. So yeah, the other day when I was here, I started working on this. So this is a heat pipe, and it's the only heat pipe that can be redirected into our workplace. So we wanted to bring it to right here so it's more of a direct flow of warm air into our workplace. And in the summer, if we get air conditioning, it'd be a great way to keep this place relatively cool. So I thought I would do it using this stuff here, and I bought 2 elbows from Home Depot, and my intention was to buy one more elbow, bring it down, bring it around, bring it into the corner there by those pab cups, and then run it on the floor all the way along there. And then eventually I could frame a box around it. And there could be like a ledge along here. And it would look pretty clean and pretty cool. But I'd have to get like specialty pieces like this, and I'd have to get tin snips and cut it to get the exact length there. And the cost is adding up because I've got to get another one of these and another elbow and that specialty piece. So I was looking on Amazon and I found this, and it's an aluminum flexible 8-inch 25-foot vent hose, and it should work the exact same way. And it's going to save me a lot of labor and a lot of cost. And I'll just return those to Home Depot. See, I was trying to do it the proper way with a really good material, but it turns out I think this is better. What I like about this is the fact that I have a lot more room here, and it just expands out like a worm. So these can all just expand out, and we could bring that way over here if we're like really cold and we're working right there. So we'll have like direct heat on us. So I think that's good. Also, in the time that we don't need heat, because there's a time we go through all the seasons here in Edmonton, so when there's no need for heat or no need for AC, I can very easily just remove this, condense it back to its small self, and stow it away. So it's a good temporary solution. The only concern that I have, and I don't think it's a big one, is that this goes into the heat pipe. You can see the heat pipe is right there, and I've fed 2 of the coils because there's like this continuous coil that goes all the way through, and I've fed 2 of the coils in there, so I think it's pretty secure, and I don't think we're going to lose a whole lot of heat, but I think, you're going to lose some of the efficiency of the heat, but we're still going to be warmer over there in the end. So I think this is the best solution. It's not pretty, but you could frame a box around it. I don't know if that's necessary because, like I was saying, if it's not hot or it's not cold, then I can just fold this thing up and put it away and then pull it out when we need it. And I think this is going to be the solution for the summer as well, because we were so hot, it was so hot up here. It was so unbearable. It was like 38 degrees up here. I couldn't bear it. So when we get the rooftop unit installed, we already have the AC coil in the furnace, then we can at least have one source of nice cool air coming through here. I know there's portable AC units, but there's no way of venting the AC out these windows, so we would have to vent it out the roof, and at that point, I may as well just get a rooftop AC unit. And that'll also make the front rooms a lot cooler, and I can open up the vent going into the big warehouse bay, because there's another vent just in here. You can see this contraption. It goes out there and goes this way too. This is going to be a brutal week. What am I going to do? I can't sit around and do nothing because I'm not sick. I just have a sore throat. Now, something I could look into, so I could see if they make a short pipe that has this on both ends, and then I could put it in there, and then I could fit the snake over top, and I could secure it using this, and I think that would make it really efficient, and we wouldn't really lose much heat. But I don't think we're going to lose much heat there. It's pretty sealed, right? Like it's in there, and that coil is going around it. And if we do lose heat, we're just losing it over there where it used to come out anyway. So just like that, I think I've solved the problem. A little bit of trial and error and a little bit of returns. Somebody said you should make a YouTube channel called Bricksie Returns because I return so much stuff. Maybe I should. So something else I could do to make it more efficient in this place and make sure that that furnace isn't running constantly is bring something back that we ripped out when we did the demolition and construction on this place. There used to be French doors right here. They were hideous. They were old. They needed to be replaced. And I didn't like it because they swung open right here. They swung open right there. So I wasn't a huge fan of the look of it. But if I got the French doors back, I've got a better idea than French doors, but one second. And we sealed this room off from the big warehouse bay. Well, then the furnace wouldn't run as often because the thermostat is right there. And the cool draft from the warehouse bay is coming into this room, triggering the furnace more often because we've got 3 heat vents up front here and then 2 more in that room there. So if I could seal this room off from the warehouse bay, it would retain the heat better and the furnace wouldn't constantly be on. But I wouldn't do French doors. What I would do is I'd shift these cabinets over however far they needed to go. And I'd put a track on the top and I'd put a rolling barn door that could be concealed into the side of the cabinets. So then when I come to work for the day or I'm filming a clip, I can roll the barn doors open, conceal them. They don't take up any space and they're not ugly to look at. And then when I leave for the day, roll the barn doors shut. It's not going to make upstairs any cooler because every time the furnace kicks on, we've got that heat pipe going over there. The warehouse bay, yes, it will be a little bit cooler, but that's why I have this bad boy. So for the odd time that I'm actually doing work down here, because for the most part we do all the work down there and then bring it or up there and bring it over here, I just turn on the big overhead heater. Right now I have the overhead heater set at the same, like a temperature below, 1 degree below the furnace. So it kicks on every so often because I want to keep this room warm because the cool draft comes in here and kicks up the furnace. So they sort of got to work together. But if I could get those 2 systems isolated from one another, it would be beneficial on the heat bill. Feels good to get all the space sets back up on the custom built top for that area there. And the heat's been bumping in here, so that's good. I also tidied up a bunch of other stuff. Mrs. Bricksie did a great job on these tables the other day. It's fantastic. Hauled up all these sets as well, so we got my exercise in. And Mrs. Brixie's just been working away like crazy. Like crazy.
This has been quite the project. This has been my a main job for the last couple weeks.
Yeah. Look how detailed this is. Explain to us what's going on here.
Palace Cinema, after verifying everything, from what I know, it's missing 2 black skeleton legs, and one of the minifigures just has the wrong color hair. Because we didn't have it from the collection, and we didn't have it in our inventory of parts. But yeah, I went through all of the minifigures to verify everything. Unfortunately, there were quite a few of them that just were assembled with one or multiple of the wrong. He's coughing. They were assembled with one or more wrong pieces. So I placed them all. I laid them all out, made myself a little list, a very, very detailed list, and then I kind of went through and I made sure that all of the figures were correct, whether for the most part they were actually just incorrectly assembled, but this guy's hair was on this guy. So in the end, most of it worked out, or I was able to pick a couple pieces from our parts that we have. I think there were 3 minifigures that had wrong hair and we just couldn't make it work, but they have been noted and they will be notified as Jordan's auctioning them off.
Hopefully on Friday, right?
Hopefully on Friday.
We'll see if I can do it.
I'm going to be here for half of the time or a little bit of the time, so I might have to step in and speak a bit.
And we're going to give away an endurance.
We're giving away an endurance.
Endurance, yes.
I'm like you.
You got to say the outro. I can't talk.
Do you want to stand there and look pretty?
I can try.
You can try. Well, thanks for coming along for this big struggle, and hope you enjoy the struggle.
Yeah.
He's working hard. He's just trying.
Bye.
Stay tuned. Farewell. Thanks for checking in and all that good stuff. Farewell.